Hello, my name is Alex and today I'm going to show you my add-on that helps to render separate frames from the animation, and it's much faster than with default features that Blender provides us. For example, here you can see animation, one of my animations that I already finished. It starts on frame 0 and ends on frame 880. So in case it's done, it's rendered already, and just imagine that we need to fix something in some parts. For example, I need to render a few frames from here, few frames from here, and from here. Currently, to do it, I need to pick this range from this part, from this part, from this part, and render it separately. And it takes time to make all this manual stuff. So I made add-on that helps to make it automatically. First of all, you need to install it. In my case, it's already installed, so it's here. When you install it, you will get additional tab on side panel called AST Render Tool. Let's take a look what we have here. First field is called frames. So everything that you will type here will be rendered. It's frame numbers. Please use comma to separate frame numbers. So just let it be like this. You can use range of frames like this, for example. Place comma and add like something like, let it be like this. Okay, so we defined frames that we want to render. Then second option is use entire timeline. If it's picked, our frames will be not visible, and this will use this range from our timeline to render. So this will use what we have currently in Blender to render. Okay, so let's uncheck it. Render frame buttons, it's clear. When you click starts rendering. Statistics. So what we have here, last frame render time. I think it's clear from here. Total render time. If you have a lot of frames here, this will be showing you how much time was spent for rendering already. Start time. It shows when rendering was started. End time. This indicator is a dynamical indicator. It shows approximately when rendering will be finished. For example, if we start rendering this part, this will take about half an hour, and it will show when approximately it will be finished. If you have really huge animation, it will show you, for example, tomorrow at 8 p.m. so you can relax, take a cup of tea, and just wait your rendering. Estimated remaining time. It will show you how much time is needed to render selected frames or entire timeline. Current progress, status, and that's it. So let's take a look. Let's delete it, just not to be confused. Let's take a look how it works in real life. So we already have some frames here. Let's click render frames. What we have here, preparing for rendering, current status. Let's wait a little bit. Oh yeah, it's done. Something's done already. Last frame render time, we see it here, total render time. End time, it shows that rendering will be finished at this time. So we need about 1 minute to render this frame range. And we see here that this frame is rendered already. Next frame is this one. Next frame is from the range of frames. So second range is done already. And now we are waiting for last range of frames here to be rendered. And yeah, it's working. We see that it renders all what we need. Okay, cool. So okay, let's render last frame. So yeah, rendering is done, and we see here status rendering finished. Okay, let's take a look how this option works. Okay, render frame. Let's delete this, just not to be confused of what is rendered already. Let's click. So we have here Let's make it big. Let's let it be like this, and click render frames. Preparing for rendering. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, rendering started. So what we have here, it shows estimated remaining time 1 hour and 41 minutes. Okay, next frame is rendered already. This made recalculation, so 7 seconds per frame. And we see that time that is needed for rendering is 1 hour and 30 minutes approximately. This is time when this rendering will be finished, so probably I will not get it today, I will get it tomorrow, we'll see. But we can see everything that is happening here. Actually, that's it. Thank you for watching and take care.